Here we go. Face-off coming up in midfield. Robert Morris hosting Air Force. And RMU gets the opening possession. The winner earns the right to go to Maryland and take on the Terrapins. Colonials, first chance inside Air Force territory. Into the middle, quick shot. Score! And Robert Morris strikes first. David Burr, the senior from Glassboro, New Jersey. And it's 1-0 RMU less than a minute in.
Burr's one for the Falcons that they're going to have to keep an eye on all game long, and he gets it going here just 40 seconds in. Burr, his 32nd overall goal in the year. You see that feed just inside into the teeth of the defense, and he doesn't waste any time just turning it on goal, beating the starting keeper for Air Force, Jake Merrick. David Burr, man, he can fire it for the Colonials.
So a lot of these Colonials with postseason experience. Air Force tightening the attack here. Moving in, looking for an opening was Rizmani. Gets it in front and score. And Air Force has tied the game. Kalen Driggs.
And there he is, Driggs. We talked about him in the open. I mean, he's going to be a guy Robert Morris has to play tight-knit up against. And he just snuck it in, coming from behind the cage. He saw he had some room with that defender on the opposite post and came in, just goes above that left shoulder over Fector. I mean, that's a tough one to come over if you're Fector. Still plenty of room up top for Driggs. Perfect placement to tie it up.
Captain Josh Yago, 34 goals, 31 assists. Air Force in a 1-1 game, trying to go back-to-back here, and it's ripped into the corner. Falcons have their first lead of the game. Jimmy Breen. Was that Breen?
Yeah, Wes Breen with it.
Wes Breen. Unassisted, the senior from New Jersey. Breen makes it 2-1 as the Falcons get in front here with 10:40 to go. Air Force rolling along here. Haven't lost since April 4th. And the Falcons with a 2-1 lead now. Here's Driggs shooting and scoring. Driggs flashing that skill. And it's 3-1 Air Force.
Wow, what an exceptional goal from Driggs. Already his second of the game, but it's the stick work that fools the defense. Going one-on-one against, I believe that was 6, Brendan Cena, yeah, 6. And then gets that second level of defense and goes underneath Fector through the wickets. Outstanding work there, getting towards the cage for Driggs.
Driggs, unbelievable talent for the Air Force Academy. Liam Keane. Keane jogging in. Checks a defender, cuts around him, goes to the goal line. And it's pulled back, looking for help, swung to the outside. Here comes the shot, look out, shot, save made, and the ball bounces high into the air, and the Colonials are gonna come away with it. But a big save by Merrick, his first of the game. Prezioso. Now to the near side, it's McCormick. Goes across, here's the shot and the goal! David Burr with his second of the game and his 33rd of the year, and it's a 3-2 game as the Colonials climb to within 1. Great ball movement.
And RMU benefiting from that long possession as well, keeping control of that ball. But how about that pass from McCormick, threading it through to Burr, almost hit his Falcon stick. But before that, there was a little bit of chaos. A Falcon defender fell behind the net. I'm just not sure if Air Force ever got back into positioning.
Some guys do it with the legs, Spur with the hands. Here comes Air Force, back the other way. 3-2 lead for the Falcons. Now some room, twisting in and scoring somehow on the 6 hole, it looked like. And man, we are seeing a show from Kalen Driggs. His 3rd of the game already here in the first quarter.
We indeed are, Garrett. Wow, I don't even know how he was able to get that off. Just a strength off of one hand of the stick all the way in, getting fended off by Ethan Hecht, and then he does get that second hand maybe to give him a little bit more leverage on that shot, but again goes that left side over Fector. We saw him tucking that one goal coming from behind the net. This time, same sort of thing.
Gonna have a tough time stopping Driggs one-on-one.
Yeah, you could tell as soon as he got into that positioning on Hecht that he was going to keep taking it and taking that room, and he just finished it off.
Falcons, that time stopped by Fector.
Tough task here for Robert Morris. Don't want to go down often against them.
Falcons around the perimeter. Another 15 seconds with the extra man. And they get it in front. Wide open chance in the finish for Josh Yago. The senior from Denver out of Arvada West High makes it 5-2. A man-up goal for the Falcons.
And just as we talked about, I mean, Air Force made it look easy finding Yago down low, coming out from around that crease. One of their more well-rounded overall players for the Falcons. 35th of the year.
In the first, 14 on the shot clock. Falling down, but still able to pass it. Scooped up now, the Colonials collapse on him defensively and they take it away. Aggressive play for RMU, including Owen Tapper, who got that last hit. Now RMU in transition, quickly in the finish. Callum Brennan. What a turn of events in the final minute of the quarter. And it's 5-3.
What a goal. Here to close out this first quarter of play with 3 seconds left, and Air Force knew this was going to be an area they had to watch. RMU's transition game. You see the defense here, Elijah Edwards, Owen Tapper, putting the physicality on display. Then it was Dylan Ragg moving in ahead, then just quick passing, Prezioso to Brennan right on top, and the Colonials no stranger to quick goals with just a couple seconds left. And taking another look, I mean, boy, that's going to be close. Yeah, I mean, his momentum just carrying him into the crease. We'll see what the officials call here, but I don't know, as of now, I mean, he's going into that crease.
And it is ruled as no goal. And the midfielder now jogs in a little closer as the Colonials put it in play behind the net. Still 10 to shoot. Now working his way in front, getting the angle, shooting though on the save made. Ball bouncing around and the Colonials get it back again. Thrown behind the net. Only one common opponent between these two this year. That was Bellarmine. Colonials lost to Bellarmine and Air Force blew them out. Shots, score, and guess who? It's number one, Kayla Driggs with his 4th of the game. 6-2 Air Force.
Driggs just continuing to amaze. I mean, unreal effort. Individual one at that, getting some space just for himself. I mean, basically blanketed most of this time. Gets down to the turf, gets up. My goodness. Driggs just working through it all. And that's how the majority of his goals have come this year and in this game. I mean, basically every time working one-on-one. And one way or another, getting a look on net. Oh my, and sneaks it inside that post.
Well, a Fector. The shot came from outside, but it was a missile. Air Force still with the ball. Try to get it to the side, a wide open chance, and it's 7-2 Air Force. Running away right now, as they are all over the Colonials here in the first half, and Colorassis gets his first of the game.
What a feed by Yago. You see the work here from Air Force, a quick pass, and look at Yago looking across the field, right through that defense to find Rassis. My goodness, Yago, he has tremendous vision.
Cole Cunningham with 80 ground balls this year. And he's been everywhere again. 10:48 to go in the half, and Air Force is starting to pull away. There's Driggs, gives it behind the net. Wraparound shot, Fector makes the save. Well, I thought Driggs was gonna shoot, well, you always do. Great pass underneath, but it was dropped. Boy, what a find all alone next to the cage was Prezioso, but he dropped it, and instead the other way, Yago shoots, and he's stopped by Fector. Yago alone to the goal. Working it behind the net. Fector has been making saves. And now here's Driggs behind the net. One-on-one with Ragg. Throws it up high. Here comes the shot. It's low. Fector stops it, and he finds it between the legs and smothers it. Fector, another save for RMU. Peen works it up top to the right side. Back high. Fake the shot. Peen's got it again. Into the middle. A slot shot is stopped by Fechter. Fechter's got another save, and that one's gigantic. Again, thought they had one in the final seconds of the first quarter, but it was waved off after a review. Found the player in the slot, or in the crease rather. Burr with his second of the game. And Burr gets the Colonials back on the board. It's 7-3 Air Force.
We've seen a couple of these tough angle shots, and Burr, the Colonials needed this one so bad. Sneaking it in past Jake Merrick on that short side.
So RMU holds onto the ball, another 10 seconds with the extra man. Great spot and wide open. Nolan Barker gets to the Colonials to within 3. It's a 7-4 game. First of the game for Barker.
Excellent ball movement by Robert Morris as that time was ticking down. The man-up advantage. Not even sure if there was any time left. They're going to give it a man-up goal, but how about that tic-tac-toe play? The freshman, Nolan Barker, stepping in and scoring for the Colonials off that far post.
Receives the pass after coming onto the field. Throws it behind the net. Iago kicks it to the outside. Just stutter steps, throw behind the net. Now they get a man in front. Shot, Fechter with a save. Inside was Stottlemyre. McCormick behind the net, Prezioso. Here's Burr. Even that's too far for him to shoot. McCormick. Shot and a score, McCormick. From 11 yards out, through traffic. The senior from British Columbia, Joel McCormick, makes it 7-5.
It's a key goal for the Colonials to start off this second half. Had to face Air Force winning that face-off to start things, but a long possession here for Robert Morris. McCormick, who's come along nicely in this back half of the season, his 7th goal of the year, but just lofted that ball back in the middle, and play continues. You see it down the bottom left, right there, tiptoeing the sideline, jumps in the air, and I guess was midair to get that ball out.
Here comes the shot, and it's in! Air Force back on the board. It's Alexander Stepney, and the Falcons needed that one after a long drought.
Yeah, good response goal here from Air Force. Stepney, not a usual suspect in the goal-scoring department for Air Force this year. Just his 3rd goal of the season, but from straight away, you see there, great end zone angle from our camera crew. See that one.
RMU. Turning it up, moving in. Here comes the shot, and it's stopped. Save made by Merrick. Live in Pittsburgh on the turf at Joe Walton Stadium. Now ripping it through and scoring is Wes Peen. His 2nd of the game and 26th of the year, and Air Force with back-to-back goals. 9-5 Falcons.
Peen with his 2nd of the game. You just see him dip the shoulder on Hecht. And Peen was a guy that was limited by the Utes in that championship game. No points. One of the top point producers for the Falcons. Again, his 2nd goal of the game. And Peen, prior to that, those 2 games prior.
Burr has been quiet in this half. McCormick's got it. Back to McLennan. Now McCormick fakes the shot, goes to the left hand, takes a big shot, but the Colonials get the goal. Flag on the board. So Robert Morris makes it 9-6 on a hard-fought goal as they climb to within 3. Wow, what a hit, but it's penalized. But the goal will count, and for Robert Morris, Callum Brennan gets the goal. That crease. And now Air Force on the attack. Falcons to the far side. Peen, another one. The hat trick. Wes Peen delivers to put Air Force into double digits. It's 10-6 Falcons.
Wes Peen, so similar to that other goal he just had. This time gets the pass, switches hands, and then drives to the net. and fires it past Vector. You see there, catching it on that right hand, switching to his left, and then whipping it home past Vector. Another defensive breakdown here for the Colonials. Peen just getting in behind, draws that back end defender, but too late for the Colonials with Zach Tucker.
Driggs with 3 goals in the first quarter, had 4 early in the second quarter, but now Peen with 3 of his own for the Falcons. Colonials trailing by 4. Here at home, Bobby Rayome. Burr gets the Colonials back on the board from up top. David Burr, and it's 10-7.
We talked about earlier in the game, Burr can really score from every which way. This time, he's still on the outside, but bounces it low. I think Jake Merrick just not ready for that angle maybe coming in here as you see Burr coming inside towards your screen and then bounces it on its way in. Merrick trying to go low to make the save, but just cannot come up with it. Burr, another big goal for Robert Morris to hang around.
Hat trick for Burr with Cody Gross. Now Burr, 15 seconds on the shot clock. Down low to McCormick. Tries to go across and does. Here comes the shot, and it's snagged out of the air by Merrick. High to Moon. As Robert Morris still looking for an opening inside. Prezioso curls around, takes some hits, twists, turns, shoots, save made. Merrick makes another. Still in the anything can happen type score here in this fourth quarter. Robert Morris, a late comeback in their semifinal game, and twisting through and beating the defense and scoring for Robert Morris is Graham McLennan, the junior from Toronto. How did he slip through there?
I don't know, Garrett, because we've been talking about it all game long, how tough it's been to get inside this defense. McLennan just turned on the wheels. Man, did he fly through there. You can see the Air Force defense just standing around there sort of wondering what happened there. Have not seen much of that at all this game, either end, as McLennan in on Merrick, basically one-on-one, and finishes the play.
8th of the year for McLennan. Gives it to Wilhelm. Wilhelm picks up some defenders, drops it for Vransky. Vransky moves in. Vransky goes in front. Oh, and somehow did Vector get a piece of that one? Yago was alone in front, cutting across. But Driggs puts it in play. Final seconds tick off of the penalty, so Robert Morris will get their man back, but Air Force still has the ball, and it's ripped in. And Driggs, he's been off the board for a while, but that's still number 5 in the game for Driggs, and it's 11-8 Air Force.
Air Force getting some really good looks on net. The previous 2 from Yago going wide, just past Vector, but this one, Driggs won't miss. Getting that pass out from behind from Yago, goes underhand with it. Vector trying to go down to make the save, but can't come up with the stop, as you said, Garrett. Driggs just continuing to pour it on.
First since early in the second quarter, but just his 58th of the year. Jeez. Robert Morris wins the face-off. They're going to have to keep doing that in this fourth quarter. And that's what good defense does.
And that was a big thing for head coach Bill Wilson. Talked about being consistent, how consistent they've been, especially late in this season.
Air Force does it again. Some crushing hits on Brennan. And at no time today has Robert Morris scored 3 goals in a row. Air Force twisting in, firing through and scoring, and Air Force back up front by 4. Air Force leading 12-8 here in the fourth quarter, putting all the pressure on Robert Morris now.
For the Falcons, it's a guy we haven't seen yet score. Luke Vransky, what a dodge out top, gets in with some room and then fires it past Vector. Vransky, he's had some success in the past against Robert Morris. Like a little one-timer inside, a little one-touch play. Driggs just tried to turn it maybe too quickly, didn't see it into the stick all the way.
But Air Force maintains possession, and through a screen, Yago does not miss. And the Falcons are up by 5. It's 13-8 in the fourth quarter.
A lot of movement in front of Nate Fector here. Just players' bodies all around him, changing those sight lines. And Yago gets that pass and then comes back inside and fires it in past Fector here. You see that great move up top over Fector.
Falcons taking control. They're up 5 with 7:39 to go.
Another good one. Yeah.
Winner of that one gets Cornell. So Robert Morris down 5. Needing to chip away and do so quickly. Bird shot, score! Burr gets it through. And like you said, Nate, they got to get it to Burr. And they did so, and David picks up his 5th of the game. Colonials still alive here, trailing by 4.
You knew Robert Morris would try to work it to that guy right there, David Burr. They pushed some of their attackers in towards the middle of the defense, then wheeled Burr around the outside, and he got that bounce to go just past Merrick. A tough, odd shot, bounces down and in.
40 seconds to shoot. 2 minutes and 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Far side, McCormick picks up a couple of defenders, throws it near side. Now moving in, it's McLennan. Gets it to the other side, and a shot, does it get in? Now hold on, they're saying no goal. The horn sounds, but no goal. And Air Force has the ball. And they send it the other way. And it gets in. And Air Force catches the Colonials off guard. And now they can taste it. And the play is under review, so they're going to look at this again. For the moment, it's 14-9 Air Force.
What a wacky sequence this was. Still trying to figure out on our end, too. I mean, Robert Morris had the opportunity right on the back door. I don't think that one ever went in, and the Colonials just sort of stopped playing there, thinking it went in. The goal horn sounded here at Joe Walton Stadium with that Prezioso on the back end. I don't think this one ever went in.
Robert Morris with the ball here with 17 seconds to go in front of a big home crowd that showed up today on campus. And hit and dropped, and still down is McLennan. And RMU, last gasps here. And the shot and the stop. One last opportunity. And Nolan Barker tried to poke it in, but Air Force surges to victory here in Pittsburgh. The Falcons win it 14-9.